ever glanced at a married woman ring on her finger? And yet the way she smiles, the way she lets a conversation linger just a little longer than normal, you feel it. She's looking for something. But why? Is it boredom, unhappiness, or maybe something deeper, something she can't even admit to herself? Here's the uncomfortable truth no one really wants to say out loud. Some married women crave outside attention for reasons that go far beyond just being unhappy. And once you get this, once you really understand it, you'll never see relationships, loyalty, or human behavior the same way again. Stick with me, because by the time we're done here, you'll be able to spot the invisible game that's happening all around you, and you won't be tricked by it again. 1. Emotional neglect and the hunger for validation. Most flirtations outside of marriage, they don't begin with physical desire. They begin with loneliness, slow, quiet, invisible loneliness. Imagine this. A woman marries the man of her dreams. At first, he listens, he compliments her, he notices everything. But then, life happens, stress, work, bills, kids, exhaustion, and slowly, that attention she once soaked in starts to fade. Not all at once, but drop by drop. Conversations lose depth, compliments stop coming. Her small wins, new haircut, new outfit, big day at work, they go unnoticed, and in her heart, a quiet ache begins to grow. Am I still seen? You see, for many women, emotional validation isn't just a perk, it's essential. It's like oxygen, it keeps the flame of self-worth alive. Without it, that fire dims. And when another man, at work, the gym, online, notices what her husband no longer does, when he says, "You look incredible today," and really means it, when he listens, not just hears, something inside her wakes up. It's not that she wants to betray her vows, not initially. It's that she wants to feel real again, desired, visible, alive. That outside attention becomes like dopamine, a quick fix for the slow emotional starvation happening at home. And here's the scary part. She might not even realize this is what's driving her. She tells herself, it's harmless, I'm just being friendly, it's just nice to feel noticed. But validation is addictive. Once she gets a taste of being seen again, the craving's hard to kill. It's often not about sex, it's about emotional oxygen. And when you get that, you start to see why emotional neglect is more dangerous to a relationship than almost anything else. You don't need to be perfect to keep love alive, but you do need to see her. Really see her, even long after the vows. 2. When it's about power, not pain. Now, let me flip the script. What if I told you not all attention-seeking is born out of hurt? Sometimes it's about power. Yeah, real talk. Some women, whether they know it or not, chase attention not because they're broken, but because it gives them leverage. Imagine a woman who lights up a room without even trying. Every guy notices, every girl notices, the guy's noticing. Now picture that woman, married. She's not necessarily searching for someone new. She's just looking for confirmation, proof that she's still got it. That even though she's taken, she could still draw attention anytime she wants. That while her husband might be predictable, the world still desires her. In this case, attention becomes currency. Every compliment, every flirtation, even the ones that never cross a line, stack up like silent tokens of control. Over men, over women, sometimes even over her own partner. It's a way of saying, see, I'm still desirable, still valuable. You're lucky to have me, and don't forget it. Now, before you get jaded, no, this isn't always calculated. A lot of it runs deep, embedded in how we link self-worth with validation, with status. But the effects, very real. Because if someone constantly needs attention to feel powerful, the relationship stops being a partnership and starts becoming a performance. You're no longer her teammate, you're her audience, or worse, just one of many players. In the game, here's the harsh reality. If someone needs the world to remind them of their value, nothing you do inside that relationship will ever be enough. And the worst part, you'll feel it, that quiet insecurity, that creeping sense that you're somehow competing with ghosts for attention that should already belong to you. 3. The hidden thrill of forbidden attention. Let's talk about the darkest layer no one really mentions, the thrill of the forbidden. Some women, just like some men, don't just fall into outside attention. They chase it, not for love, not even out of dissatisfaction, but for the high. Because here's the thing, marriage, especially a stable one, can start to feel routine. Mortgage, school runs, Sunday grocery lists. It's beautiful, but it's not always thrilling. And humans wired for novelty and danger get restless. So how does a woman stir up that feeling of excitement without actually blowing up her life? She flirts. Just a little. She lets conversations veer toward the edge. She posts a photo that's just suggestive enough. She relishes the private messages she swears she didn't invite. It's the buzz of being desired by someone she shouldn't be desired by. A secret little rush that plays out behind the perfect family photos. Not because she wants to leave, not even because she's miserable, but because she's bored. And that off-limits attention makes her feel alive again. But here's the danger: it's nearly impossible to catch, easy to deny. And it quietly erodes trust, respect, and emotional connection. No cheating. No scandal, just slow, quiet decay until the relationship feels hollow, even if no one technically crossed a line. Remember this, it's not just what someone does, it's why they're doing it. And if attention becomes a secret drug, that relationship starts dying of thirst, even while everyone's smiling in the Christmas. Card 4. The warning signs you can't ignore. Are probably wondering, okay, but how do I know if this is happening in my life? Fair question. The signs are subtle, but they're there. A sudden, intense need for validation. She's chasing compliments, not just from you, from anyone. That's not by chance. It's a craving, a shift in online behavior, more selfies, riskier captions, posts that feel more like bait than fun. Getting defensive when you gently bring it up. That's guilt, not confidence. Her energy changes. She used to light up around you. Now it's around strangers. And with you, she's distant, bored, tired. That's a red flag, spiritually speaking. Secrecy around her phone, new friends you've never met, laughing at messages she won't share, phone face down on the table. Where there's smoke. 5. The cost of ignoring the signs. Let's get brutally real. Ignoring this doesn't save the relationship, it only delays the wreck. A lot of good men feel the shift. They sense the distance, but they lie to themselves. She's just tired. I'm being paranoid. Things will get better soon, they hope. But hope without action, that's just a slow death. Here's what you need to know. If she's chasing outside attention and you say nothing, you're silently agreeing to come second. You're allowing her to disrespect what you share. And once that pattern sets in, it only gets worse. She gets bolder. You grow quieter. Intimacy fades. Resentment grows like mold in the walls. One day, You wake up next to someone who used to be your best friend and realize you're just roommates, or worse, strangers. You can love her with everything in you, but if she needs the world's attention more than your loyalty, you will always lose. You can't compete with a ghost, and you shouldn't try, because every second you spend trying to win her back from the crowd is a second spent abandoning yourself. And here's a hard truth. Once you give up yourself in the name of love, the game's already over. You're no longer the man she fell for. You've become something smaller, something even she can't fully respect. And respect, that's the oxygen of attraction. Without it, love suffocates, no matter how hard you try to resuscitate it. If you feel that slow fear creeping in your chest right now, you're not crazy, you're not broken, you're awake. And being awake, yeah, it's painful, but it's also the first step toward freedom. Freedom to demand respect, to walk away from manipulation disguised as love, to rebuild yourself into the kind of man who doesn't chase loyalty, because loyalty naturally stays by his side. Stay sharp, stay strong. And if you want to keep developing the kind of mindset that no distraction can shake, hit that subscribe button. You're not in this alone. And your story, it's just getting started.